In the end we all go crazy. I just didn't waste no time. If living for a dream is crazy, I don't ever wanna be sane. I don't ever wanna be like you. I'll die before we become the same.
It's Sunday, sorry I lost my voice last night. Too much emotion. It's been a very eventful weekend. A lot of things, you know, a lot of dreams came to fruition. I didn't get what I wanted, but for me what matters the most, I'll talk more about that later, is that I improved. And this is fine-tuning, it's just a matter of fullness. I know once I nail that, it's going to be a way better package, and you know, I have time. I'm not in a rush, and but more than anything, I'm super happy that Sean won. This is to me the most important thing, and yeah, I'm like, I don't even care about myself. I'm just happy for living this incredible moment of history, and being able to witness, you know, such an incredible physique coming to stage and alive in front of us. Something really, really unique. I don't think it's something you see very often. And yeah, the birth of a new champion, the 14th time Mr. Olympia, Sean Roden. Only 14 men won the Olympia title in about 50 plus years, so it's something huge. And now today I'm, you know, checking another thing out of my list, another dream of mine, coming to visit Jay's house here in Vegas. So we're gonna meet him in a few minutes once he comes back from breakfast, and visit this house. And I mean, I've seen it in videos, but now I'm gonna be able to see it all for real with my own eyes, and the famous office. So I'm really looking forward to that, and spend some time with Jay. And yeah, that's gonna be, it's the perfect end of an amazing weekend, I think. So yeah, thanks for watching, and let's get inside.
You don't even get it. And my kid is always diving, always training, doing cardio. Hey, champ.
What's up, champ?
What up? Good afternoon.
Hi.
ENG, everyone. But why?
Well, because we were just enjoying the moment.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Not partying or anything.
No.
Did you go out?
No, we went to the gala dinner, and then we just stayed all together. He's doing nationals.
I think so.
Right.
Right.
Just ripped his
Quads are
shorts.
so big. The incredible Viking.
Victor already called him out.
I get so many comments about these
Victor
shorts.
shouldn't talk. Victor's swag ain't so good. So. All right, so is this official now? Are we
That's
on film?
it. You ready to do this?
Okay, this is Stanimal's like dream and wish, is to come touch the Sandows, and now he actually held one last night, which I didn't. So it kind of lets his. I know, but it's a lot heavier than mine.
I know.
I'm sure when you contacted me prior, you said I'd love to see the office. You probably never thought you'd hold a Sandow trophy, like, or did you plan on winning?
No, I mean I was hoping for, but.
And it's just like I said, like, you know, I went on record and I did kind of a prediction. I said Phil was going to win 8, and that was based off, okay, Phil Heath comes in like Phil Heath expectations, right? Mm-hmm. So I think you know, if Phil came in at his absolute best, there would have been a problem, right? But I don't know. You know, could Sean have beaten him? I mean, it's only talk, really, if they compare. But
it's hard to tell.
I expected Phil to show up better than ever, and obviously that didn't happen. So, and Sean was his best ever, right? So, you know, it'd be good if we would have been able to see the two at their best next to each other. But that definitely wasn't Phil's best. Just like I said, when Coleman 06 wasn't his best. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's awesome that you were part of it. I was really thankful for him acknowledging all the people that were a part of his team, and I look back when it really brought back to me. I could sit there, and when I stood there and watched, and of course Angie was like viewing like men's bodybuilding for the first time. She said, "Man, I wish I was there when you were doing your best," because she's, what does it feel like? And I said, "Man, I understand his mindset right now, because your team around you means so much, man." And you don't realize, like, you guys go to the gym every day, and I'm sure every day he wasn't in the best mood. And he trained, and certain days you pushed harder than others, right? Yeah. But you realize after, and you reminisce and say, damn, how did I get here? And then you look back at your team and you're like, fuck, it's like, without these guys I couldn't have done it. But you were obviously fighting for one goal too. So in a way, you were being like selfish to your business. He was being selfish to his, and of course Chris, who's training you guys, and then all the other people that just wanted to come in for either fun or to learn or whatever else. You know, those people were like, they were just coming in also, and they were all part of the system.
Yeah.
But I know you brought in some different, you know,
we
Bumstead
did.
came in and trained with you for a
One day
minute.
we had Sergio
Sergio,
for a
yeah.
while.
So I mean, there's a lot of people that had a lot of moving parts to the system. So I'm sure they feel a great part of it, you know.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that's the best part of like anything you achieve in life. And I think, that's just to be able to share with some of the other people. Because if you win and you're top of the world by yourself, you're lonely.
Yeah.
You ready to do this? You ready to see the office?
I'm ready.
He's been
You
waiting
haven't
for
seen
a-
it? Only
No,
pictures.
No,
Okay.
videos.
You guys just get here?
Yep.
Yeah, like 5 minutes.
The guard dog. Guard dog.
I did, yeah. So, 02, 3, and 4, Arnold. Most musculars, which at the time, like, it was very uncommon that the guy that won the show got the most muscular.
Yeah.
I don't know if you even recall it from then. So I won the most muscular every year. I won the Arnold too. This is a little separate from the other stuff. I'm trying to think. There was another. This was from the Pro Ironman. I won. I think most muscular. I think that's what that is. But see, they used to give like. Even this, like it says second place, 2001 Olympia. Like the Olympians used to give certain stuff.
Yeah.
Lonnie Keeper gave me this Lifetime Achievement Award. Like there's some other stuff here, but
What's this word?
someone gave it to me as a gift. My partner with the Vegas show gave me that.
How much do you think those cups are worth?
They said 15,000.
Wow.
This is what it is. So you guys seen it in all the videos, but
Yeah, but it's way more impressive in person. Wow.
all right. So little history, bro. So Rain, I mean, it cost me a fortune for this.
I bet.
I think it was like this was alone. I think this one was like 3,000.
Wow.
So she displayed it, and obviously this was all the second place finishes.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I had just won the first Olympia, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So we weren't sure how far I was going to go.
Yeah.
Although I had planned to win 5, that was my goal. I didn't really plan on going further than that. So when we started winning more golds after we built the house, because the house was built in 07, you know, she built that one for the gold. So I was going to say, okay, I'm going to do a separate box for the golds, you know? And somehow it ended up, and I said, okay, the final 2, I'm going to do gold frames, and I'm going to have the last 2 golds in there. And obviously, you know what happened in last year. I tore the bicep, but I finished second to Phil Heath.
Yeah.
So that's why there's a silver up there, which is kind of disappointing because I wanted the top to be all the gold ones. But so we have all of them are in order, like 01, 03, 04, 05, and 2008 to Dexter.
Oh yeah.
And then 11 to Phil. It's all the silvers. And of course, the 4 Sandows.
Yeah. They're all unique. Huh?
So hold that, he Sandow compared
But
to.
it's smaller than the.
Yeah,
What's
they
smaller?
changed it when Phil won the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, it's so heavy.
Bro, so just so you know, I don't know, you've heard me probably say this before. No Sandow is the same.
Yeah.
So look, this one, look. I always mention this, like, and honestly, you'll see how a lot of them are bent. So when Bob would bring it to me, he's like, oh yeah, we took it out of the box, and it was, a lot of these were bent because they got dropped or whatever backstage.
Yeah.
But you'll see like the person, like they lean different, like this one leans different from this, the color's different. Obviously this spins, look at the bar where it's set. See how it's set at the end of this one?
Yeah.
Look where it sets on this. So no Sandow is the same, although these are similar. If you notice, this one's longer. Look at how long this is compared to this.
Yeah.
This is Charles's picture.
Yeah. Yeah, I know this.
The goal of the office still, obviously, there's a few more, there's a lot more stuff to hang.
4 Mr. Olympia out of 5 on this.
It's crazy. But I would love to get this signed by every one of the athletes.
That'd be great.
That's my goal. I just don't want to take, I'd have to take it out of the frame and all that, you know? But he gave me that as a gift. Sean Ray gave me that Olympia sign, which he stole from a street in California. So when he came out after I won the Olympia, he had secured that, and he said, if I ever win the Olympia, at least I'll have the Olympia sign. Well, he gave that to me as a gift
At Lonnie T.
because he knew now it was over for him, and he said, I'm going to give it to you if someone finally won the Olympia. You know the history of the Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, the beer that started it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how Joe Eater started the Olympia name when he was sitting with.
Yeah.
who was the first Mr. Olympia?
Scott.
And they were sitting around drinking, and they said, "What are you going to call the contest?" And he said, "Olympia beer." So this is actually the brand that the Olympia name came from, which a lot of people don't know about. This is probably as heavy as the new Sandows. Or is it heavier?
The base also.
Yeah, maybe a little lighter still.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I had that heavy Sandow.
Gotta go out of retirement.
If you do come back, you get number 5.
Yeah, okay. Jason Ellis shot that picture.
That was a good one.
Me with Schwarzenegger, 03, winning the Arnold. Probably the best display of bodybuilding achievement stuff.
It's insane.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the thing is with me, like, and you know my career, I came back in 13, and that was that picture.
Yeah.
And that's when only time Sean got to compete against me was 13.
Oh.
He never got to compete with me before that. Because in 11 he wasn't there yet. I mean, he didn't really start making his thing till we sat down in that
Tampa.
He skipped 12. So
in Orlando, yeah. So I came back in 13. I should have came back in 14 because it was the 50th anniversary. If I gave myself that extra year, I probably would have been able to be better than 6th place, I think, you know. Sean beat me that year. Dexter Jackson beat me. And all those guys there beat me pretty much. I was 6th. The first year Rami was in it, and he was 7th, which was questionable. He probably should have beat me that year too, but you know, I was a lot smaller then. It was hard coming back, you know.
But that was that year you peaked early too. You were like really ready, you know.
I was ready, but the problem was I didn't have the size I used to have, and that sometimes
that's what you wanted.
Judging. I liked my look better, to be honest. I think I looked better like 2 weeks prior from the show, of course, the day of the show, but I actually was more streamlined, which I think was better. Just like 09 was more streamlined than, I mean, I won 273, my first Mr. Olympia in 06, and then in 09 I was 255, which I think there was tighter condition, but not as big. So it just goes to show, like, bigger isn't better, and hence Big Rami.
Yeah.
I mean, Rolly's right there. He just needs to tighten up a little more. You know, Phil, I think, was trying to be too big.
Yeah.
I think he needs to.
Especially last night in finals,
Yeah.
instead of coming tighter, you're trying to come in fuller.
Yeah.
And
I owned Max Muscle, Venice. I called Ramen Chang. I said, hey, I want to get an extra Sandow for the store. He's like, well, Jay, that's like impossible. I said, okay, I want to make a replica. He said it would be very difficult to do, but you know, those things have a lot of value also.
yeah, for sure. I've seen someone was selling one on eBay.
I know, but they say they're like 25 grand. 30,000. I think these 20.
Someone
sold.
Oh, really? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, he paid 7 grand for it, I think.
That's it?
But I think it was like a Joe Weider had one in his office, and I think it was like just a piece, you know. They made him an extra one.
He bought it from an actual Mr. Olympia?
No one sold no one sold their stuff.
Oh, okay.
Everyone still got them. Frank Zane had, if you remember, Sadiq went to him, he had 3 trophies still.
Okay.
So he had all his, I mean, all the other guys, Samir's got 1.
Oh, Samir's never gonna.
Chris Dickerson's got 1, you know. I don't know, actually, you know what, those early guys didn't get a Sandow.
Oh yeah?
They got bowls or something. A lot of the early guys, like Arnold doesn't have 7 Sandows.
Oh yeah?
I don't think he has any Sandows, to be honest.
When did they start doing the Sandow?
I don't know what year it was, but I remember we talked about it. It was a discussion and who had it. I don't even think in 82, and Samir might not even have one.
No?
Ask him.
83 for Samir.
I know Haney's got 8.
He's got 8 Sandows.
Yep, so, and Ronnie's got 8. Obviously Phil's got a mixture of those and the new style. He's got the gold one for the 50th anniversary, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But it's the same one you were holding last night. That's then when they changed it for the 50th. That's when they did the big statue.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the same guy is making the Sandow now, because it was one guy I know.
Yeah.
That was
It's a
doing
lot bigger now for sure.
Yeah, a lot bigger, right?
Yeah.
Double the size of that.
Yeah, it's like until the.
And it's more straight up, right?
Yeah.
The guy's not leaning and different statue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're holding that thing like it was a baby last night.
Yeah.
All this new furniture, this theater. Yeah, all the spare bedrooms. I got a guest house out here, but all this is all new. If this was all dark wood, it's all white now. My motor is, I put new blinds in, look at how slow my motor is. So they have to come fix it. It's going up, it just takes forever.
The famous
Yeah, this is the theater.
Yeah, the bomb. The splash.
I just had this custom made for here.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's the best room in the house. Yeah. I come in here. When I was winning Olympias, that's where I would sleep.
Yeah.
When I was training for the shows, bro, I'd sleep on that because it lays all the way back.
Yeah.
Every night I'd sleep there.
Yeah, Sean sleeps on the couch like most of the time, or even like.
I guess some of my favorite stuff.
Oh, sweet.
That's an actual Olympic Jordan jersey.
That's why I'm.
That's worth about
9.
6,000 US. Yeah.
I can't believe you got Shaq was there last night.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one is signed by him.
Wow. Did you meet him?
No, my friend went to his camp and actually got it signed for me. He paid $5,000 to go to the camp, and he signs 2 items for you each camp, and that was one of them. Yeah. And Peyton Manning was one of my favorite ball players. Of course, Celtic stuff, some of my movie stuff. This is like I bought couches and stuff. I just never used them, so I gotta get rid of it. They're brand new. I never even used it, but I went and bought it, and then I had said it doesn't fit right. I gotta buy this. Right? I think this is good light, right?
It is.
This is natural light.
You take a video and then I screenshot.
Yeah. Just okay.
Good.
Yeah.
How do you look compared to this? You look like a bodybuilder to me. All right.
Yeah, you got the pig. The fan who gave it to you? Or the pig?
I don't know where to get the pig. I think she brought it home. You bring that pig. Give me that pig. Why don't you try to take it from her? That's why it's lying back.
Ooh.
He's trying to chew this stuff.
How old is he?
He's 5. Okay. I hate when he gets up and goes
No, I get scared.
Yeah, like, Chubby is like, he thinks he's a cat sometimes. Climb stuff like.
Come here. Give it to me.
You don't have any big dogs anymore?
Nah. Too much work, bro. She brought these in, and I adopted them, you know, so they're not leaving now.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he has to add it or
I wonder what's gonna happen when they run out of space.
make it thicker.